Welcome back to PYJynJoy, Messages from the Divine. This is Charmaine, your holistic life coach, coming to you with a message for the collective. So it may resonate with some of you, or it may not resonate with others of you, but whomever it resonates with, take this message, learn from it, and use your free will to make changes in your life. Before we get started, let's cleanse the energy of the space. And see what the animal guides have for us. So, animal guides, what message do you have for the collective today? Animal guides, what message do you have for the collective today? Animal guides, what message do you have for the collective today? So let's split the deck, see what we get. Is there some sort of a theme? We have the High Priestess and Awakening. So let's see. The High Priestess, two, so that's balance. Look at the two columns. Duality, it's also your self-reflection. So we have an owl, and in his little hand, not his hand, but in his talons, he has a message. And that reminds you, I just look at this, it just came to me, and that's why I love, I'm such a visual person. So PYJynJoy is divine messages from my little angels, my little dogs who have passed. They're over the Rainbow's Bridge, and they are Ziggy, who is PY in the PYJynJoy, and that's because we used to call him Piggy, PYGGY, PYGGY. And then we have Ginger, JYN is my other Maltese, and then we have Josie, who is JOY, and she's my Bichon. So their messages, Pigeon Joy, so it's like messages, pigeon carrier pigeons is an owl, not a carrier pigeon, but he's bringing a message. So anyway, we have the owl there, and it says, "This is a time to pause and reflect, not to take action. Trust in your spiritual gifts, as nothing is hidden from your divine intuition." So the high priestess, we know, is very much into the divine, into esoteric, the feeling of things like that. We have the water, we have the columns, we have the earth, we have a butterfly that also talks to a transformation and change. And then we have awakening. So with awakening, it's you looking at things in reverse. And this is a giraffe. So as we go through this deck, think of the attributes of these animals that are shown on the pictures. So we know like a giraffe is tall, its neck is long. So it's one of the few animals that could just really turn its head and be upside down. And he's there looking and munching on some leaves. Again, look, another butterfly. So it says, look at things in a different way and all will make sense. Don't worry if your progress is halted temporarily. Things will soon start moving again. And you can see, and this is a peach tree. I just noticed that there's a peach there. And 1 + 2 is 3, which is all about expansion in this case for awakening. So you're expanding your mind. And look, your intuition. So divine intuition hidden from you. Excuse me. So this could very well be a message of some sort about you getting more in touch with the esoteric side of your life, going into reflection, meditation, connecting in, plugging in, getting downloads from the divine, from source, spirit, whatever you may call it. So let's go a little further and see. So spirit, guide, animals, tell us some more. We'll do a 5-card spread. And with your immediate past, we have 5 of water, dragonfly. Focus upon the fact that source loves you and always has the highest of intentions for you. A positive outlook makes it easier to recover from life's little difficulties so that you can move onward and upward. 5 is all about change. And dragonflies are also, so a lot of people ask, how do you know if your angels are around you? Dragonflies are one of the little samples of knowing when a dragonfly goes by that's really one of your angels. Then they're coming by. You could also see feathers, usually white feathers, smell. So this is letting you know that that source is with you. You don't have to worry. 5 is all about change. So all the changing that you're doing, remember the high priestess, you're going more in the depth of the emotions and your feelings and looking at things differently. And also that hanged man is really like how we had God, his name just fell right out of my head. Odin. Odin from the Norse mythology is a god, and he went and hung himself upside. He didn't hang himself, but he went upside down, hanging from a tree to see things differently. That's how we got runes, and also do runes. But that's also with it too. So there's a lot of symbolism, and it's interesting how it all plays in together. And if you're not familiar with different ones, that's why when you expand your mind, remember expansion, you'll pick up on that. So that's your immediate past. Look at this, your present, release. This is beautiful, white peacock, and also another butterfly and a white rose. So it says it's time to release the past and move on to something new. This ending is the first step on the way to a happier future. Release. 1 plus 3 is 4, which is your foundation, your logic, your structure, planning. So, what this peacock is letting you know is when you let go, and in this case, perhaps let go of only seeing things through a traditional viewpoint. When you let go, you can embrace more esoteric. So, look, tarot is esoteric, runes, numerology, astrology, all of that. When you embrace something differently, hanging upside down, you're looking at something differently. That prior way of thinking is in the past, and can lead to a happier future. And I'll tell you much. That's how I started with PYJynJoy. Is that I had a lot of grief and a lot of change and financial, all sorts of things that were happening all at once. So back to back, it was just crazy. And I came to reconnecting with things that I've always been attracted to: crystals, astrology. So I have studied evolutionary astrology, also with tarot. I never had used tarot before, but it's something that I always thought about. I always had runes. But I actually used an Elle magazine years ago. They had this runes, and they explained how to use it. So I actually had a copy of the paper. I made a photocopy of the magazine and used that. But now I actually have runes. So it's sometimes when things happen in your life, traditional ways of seeing things don't help as much. But seeing things through a more esoteric light, not the mundane, will help you. So that's what this feels like it's turning out to be. And I think, look at this: immediate future, page of water, sensitive. So now you're getting more sensitive to the esoteric, to listening to your gut, hearing those whispers that come into your mind. And you at first may ignore it, but don't start paying attention. Or you may see angel numbers, and you may not know what it is, but you may see recurring numbers like 1111 or 911, whatever it is. You may start seeing these numbers, and those are angel numbers. So when you see a number, pause and think, what were you thinking about before you saw that number? And that can help you. And then look up the angel number, and that can help you figure out what it's about. So it's another message from the divine. So that's your sensitive, kind, open hearted, inexperienced. So this is new. Esoteric life is new to you. So you're inexperienced with it. And here we have a deer, and she has a tiara on her head. So only the queen or wear the and full crown. Whereas people that aren't queens wouldn't have that crown on. They would wear a tiara, it's fine. And this fish is jumping out of the water. So you have this tranquil scene. There's a deer in the forest right at the edge of the water, as if ready to go in. And the fish is like, come on, follow me. Now, it won't swim necessarily, but it can go into the water, delve into those emotions. Water is emotion, so touch on to that. So it says, deer, you can expect to kindle a new romantic relationship or close platonic friendship. You may suddenly receive an emotional message from someone or be invited to a social event. So in this case, I'm going to say the message is going to be more so from the divine. You'll start picking up, excuse me, divine messages like the whispers I said, or the little angel messages you may see. Because in the distant past, you had 5 of fire, which is ram. So look, heads clash together. There's and that when they hit their heads, baby, any of those type of animals that clash like that, musk ox, when they hit, it's like boom. They hit so hard that like lightning came. Look, the sun is beaming down on them. So this is something head to head. Occasionally, you may experience clashes with others. See, they're on the mountain. If you decide the matter is worth your energy, then do what you can to minimize the conflict without sacrificing your goals or beliefs. So you may be getting, and fire is all about passion, creativity. So you may be having conflict with the traditional way of thoughts and how people will think, and as opposed to this esoteric path that they're now beginning to take. But we'll go deeper into each of them. So now the last one here is your distant future. And we have 4 of air. And 4, again, remember, we just had 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 is that structure, that foundation. And we have a little koala bear inside of a tree, eyes closed and cuddled in, pulling inward the emotions, or rather the thoughts. So going in thoroughly think things through before making a decision. Continuing to overanalyze isn't going to get you any closer to a resolution, but meditation and prayer will bring the answers you seek. And that's what we're talking about. So you're going into meditation, into your prayers. Those are all esoteric. So you're using that to help still your mind. Air is mind. So that's also the swords in traditional tarot deck. So we have you with emotions, we have you with passion, creativity, and then with your mental. So let's dig a little deeper. But let me add this up. So we have 9, and wait, 5, 10, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 7 plus 2 is 9. So completions, changes. So this is the end of a chapter. So the end of you only looking at things through a traditional lens. You'll now begin to look at it more esoterically. So let's dig a little deeper. Animal guides, tell me more about this distant past, this realization that traditional esoteric, the need to move more into the esoteric. Tell us what caused that in the distant past for the collective. And again, remember, this may not resonate with everyone, but for those that it does, as I'm pulling these cards, think of what's going on in your life and how this relates. So we have the Hermit. Okay, see, 9, we just added up 9. So the Hermit, the completions, endings, the end of a chapter. Firefly. Take time for contemplation, to retreat and go within. Be a beacon for others on their path to spiritual enlightenment. So this could either be for someone who's just beginning into esoteric life, or it could be for someone who's already a healer and learning. And that's like how I became a healer, is that those experiences that I had to learn to heal myself, and seeing things that other people are going through is how I'm able to help you as a coach to do that. And if you want to have sessions with me, please do go to PYJynJoy.com, PYJynJoy.com, and book a session. But with this, it's saying the Hermit. So you had this clash where you had this conflict of traditional and esoteric and coming to terms with it. And that's why you needed to go within for a bit. And again, another butterfly. So going within, the fireflies, you're like a light to those who are still going through it. And even if you're still going through it, I'm still going through it. But that doesn't mean that you can't help others. And that's what this is what you're doing. You're getting on this path to spiritual enlightenment. Congratulations. So tell us some more about this path. Animal guides, share with us more about this path for the collective out there that they're taking this esoteric path. 6 of water. So you see a goose and her 2 little goslings, and you have the flowers. They're on this little garden area. You see the moon, a little sliver of it. So it says, the love and care of children could become an important part of your life, or people from your childhood may return to it. Old memories can be healed, or possibly old childhood dreams are ready to be revealed. And since this is esoteric, I'm leaning on the old memories can be healed. So you had 6 is about your self-sacrifice. And that's also when you look at hanging upside down, remember the giraffe, that's self-sacrifice too, because you're doing something opposite of what would normally be. So you're like sacrificing things. So you have this 6. So you, with this, it's all about you healing memories from your past. Maybe there's some childhood memories. And in astrology, that would be Chiron, the wounded healer. So perhaps you're now trying to overcome whatever childhood trauma or wounds that you may have had, and you're using the esoteric route to heal yourself. And that's wonderful. So with leading from 6, we have the 5. So this is the change. So tell us some more in this immediate past, animal guides, about this change that this person is going through, this onward and upward. Focus upon the source, loves you, loves them. Tell us some more. Then we have the wheel. 1, 10, 1, new beginnings. The wheel, we have this is a pear tree. Before the giraffe had a peach tree, but these reindeer or caribou are underneath a pear tree, and the wheel is against it. It's flourishing. It's ready. It's ripe because the pear are already dropping to the ground, so they're ready to be picked. So in that time of your hermit time, going within, It says, expect a sudden positive change in your life. You can move forward and make great progress. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're moving forward on this path. You're on your spiritual path. You're moving forward. You're healing yourself and you're doing well, a new beginning. So that's what you're getting with this. And that's wonderful. So tell us some more about that. So what is this unexpected change that occurred? Tell us some more animal guides about that and allowing the collective to move forward. 9 of water, a little Pomeranian, and 9 again, completions. So it says, now's the time and your dreams come true. Don't worry about how this will happen. Just give gratitude for all that you have and all that's still to come! Exclamation. And look at all those little goodies. And you have like the lamp, so like a genie in the lamp. So you rub it and all your dreams can come true. He has toys, a plush toy, a squeak toy, some treats on the floor, all of this stuff. He's like, I am so happy. I have everything happening for me. My emotions are good. I'm grinning. My life is great. I'm a puppy that's well treated. I have absolutely nothing to worry about. So what we have is so far, everything is going well. You're taking this time to heal yourself, to go within, to clear up whatever wounds you've had from childhood, and it's going well for you. So luck is on your side with the wheel on that edge, on that route for you. So we have with the release in the present. Animal guides, tell us some more about that. What is this time to release the past and move on to something new? See, giving gratitude and moving on. This is the end. Is ending of this ending is the first step on your way to a happier future. So, tell us some more animal guides about this next step. 8 of water, very emotional. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 water sign, water cards. So we have kangaroo. 8 is infinity. 8 is also your prosperity, your strength. And it says it's easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. Trust that source will lift you to new heights and give you greater self-confidence if you affirm your freedom. So remember, it's release. You are released. You're free. You're free to pursue this. And source has your back. Source is letting you know that with this path that you're on, I'm taking you to the highest of heights. Remember the ram? They're always up in the mountain. You look at them and they're like clinging to the side. It could be very horizontal and then very vertical. And they're clinging to it without any problem, bouncing around. So you'll be going to the highest heights. Have that confidence. Don't fear. Don't worry. What path you're on now is helping you. You're clearing out the past. You're learning from your wounds. That's the whole point of that. And then you are being able to go and be your most brilliant self. So tell us some more, animal guides, about this new path. They're going to new heights. Just trust source, and that's the biggest thing we have to do when we're on any path for revising our, transforming ourselves. It's always just a matter of things can slow, and you're like, oh God, man, do I touch you? But you don't have to worry. What you do is lean more on source. Trust and believe. I write that all the time in my posts. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that as always, trust and believe, trust and believe. So tell us some more about this present situation, animal guides. And we have King of Earth, compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, grounded. So Earth is all, this is the first Earth card. Okay. So Earth is all about you being abundant. Remember 8, abundance. So there's this Irish cob horse. He's in an orchard, and there's wine. I like to say they're wine grapes because they're wine. Who doesn't want a glass of wine? It's Friday, why not? And then you have these different trees. Some look like peaches, and then you have in this cornucopia all sorts of squash and broccoli and all sorts of watermelon, all these different vegetables and fruits. So it says everything's going to turn out great! Exclamation. Projects will be stunningly successful. Exciting new career opportunities are possible, and money or resources that come your way will be invested wisely. So you're getting grounded, and in that grounding of yourself is all the abundance. You are going in, you're healing yourself, and you will have this full abundance because why? You've tapped into source and you're learning more about yourself, and you're creating this abundant, powerful life for you where things will flourish. You will flourish. What you touch, you'll become a magnet for. attracting the best, the highest energy, the most important people. Like, you will be so well loved and respected that it's just, you emanate it. You're emanating it as you're getting on this healing esoteric path. So now tell us about the immediate future. So they're getting some more lessons. They're learning more about esoteric life, maybe studying some YouTube videos, or maybe reading some books. But tell us some more, animal guides, about this immediate future. Seven of air, a magpie. So air again is the mental. So a magpie, you can see they like to collect in their nest all sorts of things. So he has a whistle, he has a charm that looks like a peace sign. There's a ruby, a sapphire, a gold um, pentacle, like a coin. There's an engagement ring, a diamond ring, and then this key is in his beak. So it says, caution will help you avoid the loss of valuables, including non-material resources such as time or peace of mind. And with you doing all this cleansing, remember air is sword, so you're cutting away what no longer serves you. That's letting your peace of mind also flourish. So it says, be aware of the results of your actions as well as what others might be doing behind your back. So others may not alike or appreciate that you're now exploring a different way that's not traditional, that a lot of people will frown upon using tarot or doing divination, looking at your birth chart, all of those types of things, because people just aren't always as open and accepting. But that's not something that you need to worry about. Worry about you. You are on your healing path. And if your healing path includes these types of activities, then that's what you do. Type of modalities, that's what you do. Don't worry about others. You don't let your mind get cluttered by what others are doing. That's not for you to worry about. Just continue on your path. Source has your back. So tell us some more about this valuables or concern of time. um, Tell us some more about this, animal guides. Queen of Fire. It says talented, brilliant, independent, charming. And it's a Persian cat. You see she's on her throne again. There's some flowers. She's sitting there very proper. And look, like I said about where's the one? The deer. Remember I said the deer has a tiara on, only the queen can wear a crown? Well, her crown is right at her feet. She has her crown and her two little kittens are there. So it says, don't underestimate your ability to manifest your dreams. Absolutely. And your dream is to heal yourself with your different esoteric modalities. You may have several priorities vying for your attention at once, but you can do it. You can do it. There's nothing to stop you from manifesting the dreams that you have in your soul. The Lord would not put something in your mind, in your heart, that you could not accomplish in this lifetime. So you have to use your lifetime wisely. A lot of people will, and I've done it myself, continue on a path that feels so easy, like your south node. It's what you're comfortable with, what you've done before, you know it, as opposed to heading on the path for your north node, which is what you're supposed to do in your life purpose in this lifetime. So when you do that, you can spend your time more wisely and realize that this is what you need to do. So your purpose now is to continue on that esoteric path to heal yourself. And don't let others distract you. Don't let others get in your way with it. It's up to you. Use the resources out there and you can heal yourself and connect with others as well. So we'll move to the distant future where we have this meditation going on, going within, prayer work. Tell us some more, animal guides, about this distant future. So we have four of water. And look, a little tortoise. And again, look, from an orchard to a garden. So this tortoise, it says, oh, and four, remember we already talked about four, but four is your foundation. So your structure, your base, your planning. So your responsibilities may distract you from noticing all the gifts that you have been blessed with. And you are blessed with the ability to do all of this. So it says, be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. So you see this little tortoise is walking amongst, there's like some type of lettuce and there's carrots. A bee is pollinating. So as you are doing this, as you're on your path, and this looks like a path, as you are on your path for healing, your healing journey, remember to look at all opportunities that come to you. You may have an opportunity to meet with someone. You may have a reading. Let's book a reading one-on-one. Go to PYJynJoy.com and book your reading. You may come across a mentor or other like-minded individuals. So be open to the opportunities. And since you're already opening your mind to the esoteric, it's easy now, again, for you to be a magnet to attract others that will also be in your same mindset, that can help you and move you along that way. And like a tortoise, you don't have to move fast. Take your time with it. Healing is something from your childhood. You've been carrying it for all this time. Don't expect it to shed immediately. You'll go through some times where the pain, you may want to step away from it for a while. That's working a lot with your shadow work. So you will be able to do it. Just keep going. So tell us some more about this distant future, going on this path, moving forward. Two of water, again, another water card. So this is a couple of lovebirds. And just like we had the vines with grapes, now we have all these little flowers that are up above. The tendrils are showing and twirling around, so there's still opportunity for growth. And it says lovebird. You're falling in love or experiencing a deepening of emotion in your current relationship. Marriages or romantic partnerships in distress can still be saved. Don't give up. But in this case, you're falling in love and experiencing yourself, healing yourself, falling in love with yourself again. It's about you now. And don't give up. Keep going. Keep moving forward. You're balanced. Two of water, that's all about balancing. It's self-reflection. All of that is what you need to do at this time. So you have it. You have the ability. And then at the bottom of the deck, look, we have the dreamer. As another one I'm going to actually pull. So we have the dreamer, shepherd puppy, starting from scratch. The slate is clean. You can take that leap. So it says you are starting a new adventure. Run free and take a leap of faith. Take that leap. Look at the angel in the background watching his little puppy chases the butterflies. Remember, butterflies are consistent throughout this. So it's like, go with it. He has his little bag. So like you have your little bag of modalities. You're crossing over water. When you cross over water, things that are bad for you can't follow. So you take that leap. You jump over. And look what we have here. We also have the sun. The sun, the sun, the sun. Bluebird. 1 plus 9 is 10. So remember again, 1, new beginnings. So we have a bluebird. We have a blue butterfly. Your plans will work out well, bringing you happiness, prosperity, and success. You'll garner the recognition for your accomplishments you so richly deserve. The sun is shining. There's sunflowers. So that's letting you know you are on the right path. You are doing well. And look, we have the queen of air. We just had the queen of fire. Now we have the queen of air. Experienced. So remember, you went from being inexperienced as the deer. Well, you're now a leopard. A leopard is he's the predator. There's a she in this case. So experienced, self-sufficient, brilliant, funny. So you have that now. You went from being inexperienced as a deer to being experienced as a leopard. You're learning now about all the modalities of healing yourself. So it says all your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. See? So all that you've gone through in life, you may not have understood at the time, why is this happening to me? It may not be the greatest thing, but every experience that you have leads to your future. And there's always a reason for it. You just have to see it and understand it. So it says it's time to declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. And look, she's up in the tree by herself, like, bye. I'm leaving all that crap behind. It's beneath me. I don't need it. I'm up here. I'm on high. I'm on high and I'm doing well. So that's you. That is absolutely you. You're taking that dream. Look, you don't want to be bothered with this. You're decluttering. You're clearing out. You're clear on what you're doing. And that's what you're doing. You're using that sword to dice and slice. So now let's take a look at the crystal that will enhance this new modality of esoteric focuses for you. Let's see what else the divine has for you as far as getting a crystal. And crystals are very beneficial. The energy that they put off, you can start to get attuned to them. If you go to a crystal shop, I always say, just walk around first and then see what draws you to it. You know, go and put your hand over a bunch and then see which one you feel most attracted to. Maybe it's the color, maybe it's the texture, maybe it's the way the sun hits off of it, whatever it is. The crystal that's for you will let you know. So what crystal do they need with this? It says aquamarine. Go with the flow. Flow with it, go with it. Green, emotions, your heart. Your heart is in this, and your heart is in a right place. Go with the flow. Look, water, flow with it. You don't have to get bogged down by anything or anyone. Flow with what you're going through with your healing. Be patient with yourself. In my coaching, I always tell people, give yourself grace. Give yourself the grace that you need and move forward. You've got it. I'm happy for you. So if this message resonated for you, you found some help in this, some clarity, I'd be so thankful if you would click the like button, along with share this video with your friends so that more in the collective can hear it. There's people out there that need to know this as well. They're going through the same healing journey. That would be great for them to learn the path they need to do and stay true to it and confident with it, as well as to subscribe to PYJynJoy and click the notification bell so that you can be notified when I post, and I do regularly, but this time you'll get it right into your box and you'll know. And also, like I've been saying, go to PYJynJoy.com, book sessions with me one-on-one, whether it's life coaching, if it's tarot reading, if it's numerology, evolutionary astrology, whatever it is. Let's get together. Let's help you get unstuck. That's the whole point of PYJynJoy. And I hope that that is good for you. And until we see each other again, love, light, and joy.